Hello. Welcome. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. How are we today? Crips. Good morning. How are ya? Welcome. Claire. Good evening. Welcome. We're gonna spin the wheel. We'll do that in just a moment. Farsh and Chops, welcome. Ho ho ho, Merry Friday to you too. How are ya? Thank you for the daily pairs as well, Crips. I feel blessed. Hope you do too. We're gonna be playing some Halo Infinite today with Aaron. I woke him up, but I'm pretty sure he's gone back to sleep again, and I called him twice to do so, so we'll see. Road traffic today really sucked. It really did. I mean, considering I, the road where I live has had constant roadworks and has been down to 40, and it's like a really busy street and it's just been backed up the whole way for ages. That has been quite annoying, but also was just like a decent amount of traffic as well on top of that, so that's been annoying. Are you ready for more pranks? It depends what the pranks are, to be fair. I'm tired. There won't be any all good. Okay. All good. Here the traffic hasn't been too bad. Don't know how it will be today though. Bit rainy, so doubt anyone will be visiting. You never know. You just never know. Wasn't even raining at the time, people couldn't drive, no accidents or anything, just the usual construction work. Yeah, like it started raining sort of through the day. It was it's just miserable like most of the day. But yeah, it was just a lot of traffic a lot of the time. Compared to usual anyway. Whew. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's ready for some Halo Infinite. We can finally play the co-op campaign. Aaron and I can finally continue our little jaunt through the Halo Saga series. We've played all of them except 5 because ironically that's not on PC even though it's a Microsoft game. And Infinite obviously. And now we're going to be able to start Infinite. So it's going to be good. A lot of roadwork near my place as well, actually. It's just the time for roadwork. Or, to be fair, the state that I live in, aside from being a state of constant anguish, it's a state of constant roadwork as well. It's ridiculous. We got another storm coming through a bit late into the storm season, so it's a bit odd. Well, hopefully it doesn't hit as bad as the last one did, because that was pretty rough. Double lanes turning into single at all hours, very annoying during peak times. Yeah, 100% can relate. I'm going to see if I can call Aaron, because he's 100% fallen asleep again. So I'm going to give him a quick call and see if we can get this show on the road. Oh, we'll do that spin the wheel actually as well. While he figures out if he's going to answer or not. Still says he's idle. Master Melvin? Okay, well that means that we go to Darth Melvin the Wise because it's already on Master Melvin. There we go. Have you ever heard the tale of Darth Melvin the Wise? It's not a tale that a Jedi would tell you. Alright, we're getting some typing from Aaron. What type of car do you drive? I'm going to guess it's Mr. Bean's car. It's actually a horse and carriage. It's more efficient. Getting on now. Yeah, okay. Alright, so Aaron will be on in a minute or two. But they can't, so our roads are absolute garbage to drive on. Wait, I missed that part. Here we would have roadwork if the state was able to afford the roadwork. Yeah, I don't know what's better. Having, I mean, probably constant roadwork, but having constant roadwork like this, where I live, it is just always roadwork, all the time. or just having terrible... The thing is, we have roadwork all the time, but the roads are also still terrible. Maybe not as bad, but my goodness, it's frustrating. Yep, going full Fred Flintstones. I have a Honda CR-V personally. It's better than a horse and cart, I'll tell you that. Drove a basic 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. Hey, 2021 model. It's pretty good. It's pretty good outside of when I reversed into someone in the car park when I voted in the election. It's people like you that shouldn't be allowed to vote if you can't drive a car. Is what, like, some racist person would probably say. The knobheads are out tonight. Some hoon revved his car going up a hill at the beach and nearly lost control and caused an accident. They're starting earlier this year. It always happens, especially around Christmas time. Like, there's a lot of idiots always on the road, but when it starts getting into, like, November, December, everyone just turns into a blithering moron. Like, they all just, well, I suppose the people that are already out there maybe aren't as bad, but the, like, they all come out from hiding and start doing over the speed limit in the rain and cutting you off in traffic and parking in stupid angles and ways so you can't get out of your car, or just being in an awkward spot and just trying to overall kill you and anyone you love. Like, it blows my mind how mental people go on the roads at Christmas time. It's like, ooh, if my dad doesn't get his crappy pair of socks that I bought him for Christmas 10 seconds quicker, then Christmas will be cancelled. It's ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. But yeah, that's the same here in June and especially July. What, because they're Christmas in July? Do they do Christmas in July? Or is that just because it's hot over there during that period and you're like a beach sort of vibe? There's a reason they call it the silly season. Maybe it's the summer heat melts their brain. Yeah. I mean, I hope so, because otherwise, just stupidity. Just pure stupidity. The amount of times I have been cut off by an idiot with an Ohio license plate, I can't count with 5 hands. Now that's a lot of hands. Classic Ohio. No, that's the 4th of July? Oh. I see. Tourists? Yeah. Tourists will do it. Classic tourists. Alright, Aaron's calling. Let's answer. Hello.
Hey.
What's going on? You all good?
Yeah.
Did you fall asleep again? I'm gonna call you twice.
Tired, dude.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I'm freaking tired, dude.
Fair enough. You good to stream or?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm like I'm all set up. Have you? Please tell me that you pre-installed the campaign or already have the campaign installed and you've like updated and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I've been playing. I installed it a few days ago. Well, a day or so ago, but I've been playing Halo like all day today. Well, that's not true. I've been out a lot today, but the times that I've been at home, I've been playing it. Because they released Forge, the Forge mode. So I've made my own map and I've had a bunch of people like play testing it, and it's gone really well. So keen to get into some campaign, some co-op.
Yeah, this will be my first time playing this.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna switch over gameplay. May as well, if you're ready to go, I may as well just get this trainer rolling. Insert coffee directly into his veins. I'll send you some cyber coffee across the internet.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah.
Thanks for the lurk, Adam. Did you get... Yeah, look, you're in my party, yeah? My fire team? Yeah, it looks like it. Just doesn't like...
Hard to tell, but I think so.
Down the bottom it says... You're just not showing there, but maybe you don't show there. Alright, so... What do we reckon? Heroic? I think that's what we played the rest of them on, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, yeah.
Normal's probably too easy, Legendary's probably too annoying. So I think Heroic is a good place to drop it. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how this will go with COD, because I don't know much about the COD other than they've been working on it for a long time. I don't really know how it plays and handles. But apparently you can play up to like 4 people, so I really actually want to, at some stage, not like streaming, just in my personal time, play through a full campaign with 4 people. Because I reckon that'd be good fun. I've never really done that.
Are these your save slots right here, or what?
What?
Or is this... Well, because it says, it's telling me to select a save slot.
Oh, you should just be able to... I just told it to do new game, so it should just be whatever the first one is? I don't know.
Because it shows... I haven't played this campaign yet. I don't know if this is from like a roommate or if this was... That's why I thought maybe these were your save slots, but I guess not. But
I don't think so.
Because I joined your fire team and then it said it was waiting for you to choose the campaign or whatever, and then it popped up with like 3 save slots plus an empty one.
Right.
And the save slots are seemingly like from some progress being done on the game already or something.
Well, maybe choose the empty one, or...
Yeah, I guess I can.
Because surely that will like start from the start then. Yeah, there we go. That's the first mission. Yeah, cool.
Claire, welcome. Eggs, thank you for the alert. I appreciate it. Alright, I'll be right back. You go ahead and start it.
Alright, let's get into it. Keen to play this again. I enjoyed the campaign of this when I played through it the first time. It still doesn't recapture the glory days, but my goodness, it's a step up from like Halo 5 where they really just went off the rails. And Halo 4 where they started going off the rails, and Halo 5 they just went into space and they're just like, we don't know what we're doing. Another knobhead just went into the wrong lane to run a red light. They're out in force, aren't they? And it's still, like, is it still raining at the moment? It was raining when I got home, so... That'd just be ideal, you know? People just being idiots in the rain. Even better. I don't know if that might be too loud. I don't know if I can change anything at the moment though.
If you knew how you were going to die.
Get him, Chief. I'm not the warthog. That'd be a bad way to start off a campaign. Just fades to black, rolls credits.
the same campaign that's on the? Is this the same as the regular campaign, or is it different?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be almost exactly the same, but I don't know how different it will play co-op to single player. Didn't this character have like a whole bunch of hair and a beard? Or is this like, maybe I'm just remembering, and once he gets there, I suppose he probably grows a beard and stuff. This is probably the beforehand. Oh, this reminds me of one part in this game where you're supposed to find like some holo recording or something, and you've just got no way of finding it because there's no objective marker, and you walk around a room for like 20 minutes just blundering around in the dark until you realize that you're actually, like, I literally had to Google it. Like, I spent like 20 minutes and literally just couldn't find it because I barely knew what I was looking for. And then it was just like some hidden little holo disc in a corner near a crate or something that I just never would have found if I hadn't looked it up. There we go. There's his full bearded look. That's what I'm remembering. Well, guess we're dead. Rip.
You're ready. Please don't die. Please don't die.
Yes. Yes.
We did it. Alright, mission successful. Roll credits. Oh, this old classic. Are we gonna get stuck because Aaron's just gone to get a coffee?
Let's try right. And now left. Your visor feed and motor function seem to be okay.
Are you like doing the looking right now?
Yeah. Are you not?
Okay. No.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Stay calm.
So I guess we are both we are the chief at the moment. Like, it's
Maybe
just
the
me.
co-op is that you play the game and I spectate.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah, I think
the-
that's definitely what it is. You just watch me just be a badass. I'm sure once we get onto the actual ground, it'll be different.
I was trying to. Good thing I looked and about the daylight savings time because I remember you saying something about it last week, but it kind of like flew right over my head when you said it last time because I'm pretty sure that the time hadn't changed for me yet.
Yeah, I think someone in my chat, for some reason, I thought someone said that it had, like, that week, but then I don't think it actually did until, like, this week or whatever.
Yeah, that's because I remember last week getting on at the same time, which was like 3 a.m. my time, and then I thought about it just by chance because I pulled up Discord messages and I was like, wait. I was all, maybe I better check. So then I checked. If I hadn't have checked, then I would have been sleeping for sure right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I already had to wake you like twice, so we might not have had a stream.
The main batteries are shut down.
Whee.
You have one bullet against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
That's right. We got other stuff.
So I see. They're powering up a stasis beam.
The old classic assault rifle.
You work on the battery.
Space. Yep, this is space, but less dead. Which means a lot less frustrating game design. I mean, I say that there are literally a whole bunch of dead people, but you guys understand.
Don't believe it. You made it. Now what?
Alright, there we go. We're in.
We can't go anywhere while that stasis beam is active.
Then we shut it down. Stasis beam, weapons, all that.
Okay.
How will you get back?
I'll figure
Oh, just a bunch of assault rifles. Don't really want those. Got one grapple shot. Oh wait, no, that's right. It recharges. I forgot because we're doing campaign.
Recharges.
What just happened? What? What just happened to those boxes? The grapple shot. It recharges itself.
Eliminate.
Who are you shooting at?
Whatever you're planning to do, do it fast.
There was an enemy right there.
Where? Down here.
Yeah, it was coming
like
from
in
back
here?
here, but I killed it.
Okay, this is the way to go.
I think I did vaguely remember like this beginning part. I think we have to go this opposite direction, and then we have to like grapple shot up possibly.
Yeah, I don't remember enough about the starting part. Oh, there's enemies here now.
Yeah, like up here where these conveyors are at, I think is where we have to go.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of enemies here. Yeah, this looks like the right way. That rifle looks a lot cleaner than I remember it playing Halo 4 and being absolutely horrible at it. So it's not bad. The assault rifle has gone through many different iterations and many different like I don't know how good it is. Like it's been terrible in a lot of them.
That guy was a lot easier to kill than I expected.
Yeah, just kind of sucked him in the jaw, to be honest.
Yeah, he was like, they had the intense music going, and then like it was just like
Just
dead in a
got him.
couple seconds.
Yeah, this is all very much the tutorial section. Where you found.
Ammo crates, kinetic ammo.
Ah, that's right.
What is that? I mean,
It's just ammo
Probably
for
more
different types of
powerful.
weapons. The kinetic, I think, is for banished weapons. I honestly can't remember. It's been so long. Okay, I just got jammed. I'm using the most inefficient weapon. Just so I can actually punch them.
it's that one. Oh, I got a mangler.
Yeah, that thing's pretty good in the campaign. That's what I use for like 90% of the campaign when I played single player. Just mangler.
Okay.
Which way are we going?
Oh shit!
Oh, that's right. You right? You can press Z to set out a pulse so you can see the objective marker. I always forget that's a thing. Damn it! Did that kill you?
No.
Or did it just respawn you?
Yeah.
It looked like it closed on you.
How do we stand a chance against all this? The banished won already. We could be the only two humans left alive out here.
Then there's still hope.
Alright, let's go. Oh, there we go. Surprise! Apparently I have to go this way. Do you see when I ping, or only when you ping?
Oh, with the scan you mean?
Yeah,
Or the
the big scan.
or is there like a separate ping button that you're talking about?
No, when you press Z.
I don't think I see when you do it. I think I have to do it on my own.
Yeah, I'm enjoying just sucking these boys in the jaw. Hey, Berserker, welcome. Pete, welcome as well. Deja Vu watching a Halo Infinite stream. Yeah, I was streaming it earlier today for our morning session. Berserker was there. Welcome back. We're actually playing the campaign. It's finally out. The co-op campaign. Get back here. Whee! Oh, it's so satisfying though, just like having the grapple shot on replenish. Oh, there's someone here. No, I am. Bonk. Ugh. Oh, that's you. Can you... I wonder if you can take damage from me. Ah, I missed. I missed. I missed. Eventually I had to die. I was literally running through that whole section with my shields down. Oh, you were dead as well, were you?
Yeah, I just died.
You didn't tell me.
I don't know that there was much you were gonna be able to do anyway at that point.
Well, I wouldn't have run headfirst into the enemies with my shields off.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That'd probably help.
Oh, what's happening? Bonk. Oh my god, I'm teleporting everywhere. Well, that was annoying. I died.
Shit, I just died. Yeah.
Died at the same time. I strained my Achilles picking up my wife for extracurricular activities, and I don't know how I'm going to work tomorrow. Berserker. What an awkward time to strain your Achilles. You're just having too much fun. I mean, ideally, I could probably switch to a weapon that's actually good, but I kind of just want to troll it. I should do plasma pistol only challenge. I mean, that's basically what I've done so far.
Melee only.
Yeah, I mean, I would do that too. But that would be a little bit more difficult. I'll just punch this dude a bunch.
Yeah.
No, yeah, only it is.
Oh, no, I'm out of freaking ammo.
Mangler ammo's on the floor over here. Whoa! What the hell? Okay, I didn't realize it was right in front of that door.
Yeah, it's like a turret, I think, right there. Oh, crap.
Yeah, I just didn't realize it was right there.
I
And
wonder
it
if I
was
go back here, if it'll respawn you.
I'm spawned. I'm good.
Okay.
Where was the door? This way?
I'm just gonna... Ah!
I'll deal with it.
I
got
just
fusion
grappled
card.
over.
Yeah, I got him. Is the Lawmaster Pete? Do you know with the winter update, they obviously like significantly buffed the plasma weapons. Does that count for the campaign, or is it back to like normal in the campaign, or like with the co-op? I guess. Surely it'd be buffed for this as well, right? I can't really tell the difference because I don't usually use either of those weapons that they buffed. What happened to Spin the Wheel? Wasn't it Marvin? Yeah, it was Master Melvin. We got they changed the color Melvin. I mean, it was more like we have 3 kids. Now we utilize the Solus was available more than having too much fun. That's very exciting, guys. Now I'm going to come in and kill you all. Oh, we utilized the space was available more than having too much fun. Right, okay. Makes more sense.
Oh, shit.
If I just peg like 100 grenades down there, I reckon I'll get some. So yeah. Ah! Right, I didn't realize that guy was like a heavy. I'm dead. I think campaigns or weapons are different than multiplayer. Commando has no recoil in the campaign. Oh, really? Good night, Berserker. Have a good sleep.
Shit. There's a good chance I'm gonna die too right now.
I'm good. I'm spawning. How are they shooting through the door is what I want to know. Round 2, you prick. Didn't realize he was a tougher one. Man, the grapple shot was like the best thing they added to this game. It's just so satisfying. Thank you for the prayers, Berserker. Maybe it'll help me to stop dying. Probably not. Alright, yeah, we gotta go. Can I ping him? No, I can't ping. Ah! Lag.
It's locked down. Requires a hack.
You can do that.
No. Just plan. Scuttle the ship.
I love that punching that console apparently broke like the whole ship.
I'm going to die here.
I want my thing back there.
There are coolant pipes running towards the main engine.
So,
I'm gonna warm things up.
Bonk. Good thing is as well as we get to upgrade our grapple shot in the campaign, which you don't get to do in the multiplayer. So eventually we can like stun the enemies by grappling them, which is really helpful. I'm out of plasma disc silo. Should pick up a new one. Probably should. Will I though? Well, maybe.
See, destroy. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna destroy these things.
did it work? Nothing seemed to happen.
I'm not done yet.
Well, hurry.
Shit.
I can see them. Roots. The little things. All waiting.
Oh my god, the lag, what?
Let them get me, please.
I threw the thing and then it was just back.
I'm dead.
Oh, rip. What happened?
Lee, welcome. Thank you for the lurk. Have a good day at work.
Did I get the thing? Oh, I didn't get it. I thought I got it.
Get ready.
Okay. Fire up those engines, Chief.
There we go. We did it.
Report. The Spartan. No. Something better. The Master Chief returns. We thought you dead. Tossed into the void. Yet here you stand. Humans call you their savior. Covenant, demon, the banished, prey. Destroy this craft if you must. It matters not. The banished will hunt you down, pursue you wherever you run.
Righto, buddy. Righto. Have you reckon?
Who is that? Do you know him?
Yeah, he's actually my cousin's fiance. What do you think?
About you.
I was gonna say it's my mother.
Oh well, yeah. You have a good relationship with your mother, don't you? Oh god, I missed that. Wait, where are the enemies? Oh, there's three here. Oh, lag. No, you. Come back here, cowards. Oh! Is this stuff gonna kill us? Yeah, it hurts us.
Shit.
Not much, but it does hurt us. Oh yeah, we were supposed to. Oh wow, suddenly I'm on the floor. Okay.
You think this disruption will be
Oh. Okay, it moved when I wasn't expecting it to. Whee! I'm Spider-Man.
I think I felt I just killed myself.
And you feel the lag tonight. I can, Pete. I love that I'm like, surely I'm the one hosting this, and I have like 160 ping. Like, I get that it must be hosted on like one of their servers, but I just would have thought that it would at least pick a server that I can use properly. But I guess this is probably like the middle ground between both of us, because otherwise I'd be getting like 20 ping and you'd be getting like 200.
Batteries.
Charging. Slowly. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Too close.
Nope. 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 Oh, why does the grapple shot just not work sometimes? I'm dead, by the way. We're trying to go down, just not down as far as I went. Oh my god, it's so laggy. It's just freaking out.
It's lagging hella bad for you.
Yeah. How is it for you?
I haven't really experienced too much lag yet.
Let's just step on a plasma grenade.
Maybe it's just gonna be, hopefully it'll just be laggy for this part because of all the heavy graphics and stuff. Because all the explosions and all this shit going on.
I mean, maybe, but the thing is that we go from this relatively closed map into the actual open world, so if anything, I'm probably anticipating it getting worse. It's so laggy. Most games played online from Australia. Yeah, I just thought that, you know, for the co-op, where it's basically, you know, obviously it is got a large multiplayer component because we're doing it online, but, you know, it's a single player campaign. I thought it would at least try and optimize to me playing it, but I guess it's because we're both in different like time zones and stuff, that it just doesn't, like I guess it'll find the middle. Because you're probably only getting like maybe 100 at most ping. because if it'll be like if you're on East Coast, it might be West Coast or something, or whatever, vice versa. But I'm obviously having to use one of those servers as well, which is getting some higher ping.
Okay, let's get out of here.
There we go, roll credits, we did it! We saved the chief! Yay!
Locate UNSC Infinity.
Right back.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna end up paying attention to the cutscenes that much anyway, knowing me. I'm like, I'd like to, but I probably won't.
Yeah. I get ya.
Keep it real.
The Master Chief lives. Atriox assured us of his death.
Yeah, well, he's a liar.
Not angered. No. I feel invigorated. You promised us revenge, superiority, renewal. He threatens everything. Do you question my leadership? Atriox is species. Atriox is dead. It is his fault that we are stuck here. The banished will never bow to anyone. Again. Not the Covenant. Not the Brothers.
Those guys are sufficiently annoying.
This ring.
Of course you will. Do whatever you must. I require that book as soon as possible.
Alright, we'll get the book. Relax. Hey, it's Thanos. It does kind of give some Thanos vibes, doesn't it? I don't know if it's the voice actor or not, but it certainly looks like him.
Spartan from distance. I want to know everything about you.
Halo story be like too long, didn't read.
I mean, after about like Halo 3 ODST, it was sort of just like not much point paying attention to anyway. It went downhill. 4 it started going downhill, and 5 it just went off the rails completely into space and then into another solar system. And then in this one, they did an okay job of trying to make up from that mess that 5 made, but you know, it's still just kind of average.
Plot the waypoint. Do it.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Why would we go down there?
Are you kidding me?
The Banished plan to wipe us out. All of us.
What? You think we can stop
What do I
them
feel
all?
like this guy should be like? And I am the Book of Love.
I was gonna say, is it that damn book again?
Same guy. I am here.
To fix
your
relationship.
I'm here to show you why they call you the Master
Protect
Chief.
humanity, whatever the cost.
I can't be the only.
We have a new mission, soldier.
What is it? What's down there?
A weapon.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
I got my website out finally for the video production business.
Yeah.
He's a terrible
Yeah,
idea.
and I'm paying for Google ads now.
All of them.
Oh yeah. That should hopefully help with traffic.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I mean, if I can pay like X amount of dollars in Google ads per month and
It's not safe.
Pull back.
That was annoying. That was just unlucky. I hit the
Rapid.
guy as he was throwing a grenade. I hit him with my grapple shot, and it meant that the grenade flew upwards and landed on me at the end of my grapple shot and stuck to me. Like, it just completely accidentally got me there.
Heads up. Lots of banished craft heading your way.
Ow, what?
Yeah, I'm hoping that, like, if I, because basically the way Google Ads work is you pay per click. So.
Oh, right, okay.
So I have like thousands of impressions right now, but I've paid like, let's say $50-something for like, you know, 70 or 80 clicks or something on my ad, right?
Right.
And I'm hoping that what happens is that out of all those people, like if I get like 500 people that click on my ad for the month, I'm hoping that at least 1 or 2% of that could be like converted, right, or something.
Yeah.
Because even if I could just book a couple of jobs, I mean, hopefully a lot more, and I could end up spending more on the Google Ads. Right now, my budget's set not to exceed like $600 a month. So I'm hoping that that'll be enough, at least for me to book a couple jobs where I can make some money, and then I could increase my Google ad spend as I'm making money, kind of reinvest it back in a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you're dead, are you?
I died, yeah. Sorry. I forgot to say it.
Oh, God. Let me out of here.
So
Oh, let me out!
Oh, it looks like you just fell off the map.
It just friggin' stuck me in annoying places and I couldn't do much about it.
It looks like you were like walking in midair for a while there. So the average cost per click can vary. When I first started it a few days ago, it was like closer to like $1.70 per click I was paying, but right now my average is like 90-something cents per click or 80-something cents per click, which is like pretty good, you know what I mean? I'm hoping that I can like keep it there, but the cost varies, so I'm sure it's gonna go up and down. It's kind of like a weird auction type situation where it's based on how many people are advertising in that field.
Right.
You almost are like, in an odd way, like kind of like bidding. It's like a invisible bidding system almost. I just died again.
Oh, nice. Well, I think everyone's dead, so you should be
Okay, I'm
spawned.
back.
They're still going. You really
Well, I mean, if it helps bring in some customers, then it'll be worth it.
Yeah, for me it's kind of experimental at this point, but I'm kind of like, I mean, for lack of a better term, kind of putting my eggs in that basket, right? Because I figure Google is like a widely enough used platform that it should pay off, but we'll see.
Yeah, well, if you were going to use anywhere to advertise, you probably best go with Google.
That's what I was thinking. That was my logic behind it, because I was like, well, I could use Yelp, I could use any of these other companies, but I was like, Google's going to be the #1 platform.
Yeah. That's not what I wanted to do, but that'll work.
Of course, I'm also sitting here thinking, I can't help but wonder how many of the clicks that come in are like...
Ow, what did I die from?
No, that was my fault. I think
Oh.
I shot you.
Thanks. Well, at least we answered that question.
I can't help but wonder, like, how many of the clicks that come in are, like, bunk or, like, junk clicks, like, from, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly what's legit with some of that stuff sometimes. Ow. What? Did you just get me again?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I threw one of those, one of those things.
One of the coils. Thanks for that. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
guy behind us. Grapple shot really changes the playstyle. Yeah, it's like, it's a different game with the grapple shot, and it's so much fun. Because it just makes everything so much faster paced.
Like, that was so dumb as hell.
What was dumb as hell?
The chick whispering.
Oh yeah.
So like, I don't know why. It just like it felt so dumb.
That's Cortana. Well, wow. Spoiler alert. It's obviously it's the voice of Cortana. Oh, that's a grenade.
That almost hit you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep grappling in front of me whenever I'm trying to.
Yeah, I saw it way too late.
Whenever I'm trying not to kill you, wink, wink.
Yeah. As opposed to all the other times where you clearly are trying to kill me.
Man, I'm probably gonna die right now.
This guy's like, I am unbreakable. Instantly gets punched 3 times in the dick and dies. No victory for you. Cool. Like I could activate a melee only, and your playstyle wouldn't change much. Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't fired a shot for quite a while.
Those things. This is Forerunner, right? I've heard the stories, but man, this is crazier than I imagined.
No. God damn it, that was anticlimactic.
Dumb question. How do you know this is?
Oh my god, what? Oh, there we go. I just suddenly got like teleported off the side of the map because it like lagged me.
Multiple enemy ships heading this way. Too many.
To be fair, I wasn't intending to play like just the punch only when I initially started. Well, that's why I left the melee only thing on. And when we get into the actual like meat of the game, I probably won't get away with this, but at the moment we can.
Did you hit your head?
Yes. Yes, I did.
So if it wasn't you... Okay, then. There's something else. On successful deployment, my deletion routine was supposed to complete.
The face is kind of annoying.
Still here.
Yeah, it's the design's a little bit different to the previous
My
ones.
programming failed. I'm not supposed to be here. You need to delete me.
Because wasn't it? Pete will be able to tell me here, but I'm pretty sure it was in 5, maybe even 4, where there was like super sexy Cortana who was wearing like almost nothing, and the model was different. And then for this one, they like clothed her all back up.
First of all, what's a banish?
And they gave her annoying facial expressions.
You may have noticed that
Yeah.
a significant piece of this installation
Yeah, she definitely.
making
Her facial expressions didn't used to be as annoying.
fire this ring, they would need an activation.
It looks like she's always smelling something bad.
I have parts of it as well.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
I don't like this one. As in, you don't like this Cortana, or you don't like this game, Adam?
They always do.
You sure?
Because I don't like this Cortana particularly either. Like the design of it and everything.
Well, she's not Cortana, to be fair.
Yeah, but she's based on Cortana. The Cortana? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. And that's not just because she's not sexy Cortana anymore. I liked Halo 1 Cortana the most. She was the best. El Clasico. Where are we going?
I'm guessing that we're getting close to the
Oh,
end
okay.
of the intro.
Yeah, I think so. Shut up, Whisper. Sassy Cortana, exactly, Sassy Cortana from number 1. And I think 2 and 3 she was pretty much very similar, but 1 was
That voice.
was where you really actually
No, it's not her.
got introduced to Cortana properly.
What did you
What? It's just pieces of data.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if she's wearing the same uniform as this one, but there's something about her face and attitude that rubs me the wrong way. I get it. I 100% get it. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think that's partially intentional because she is essentially a new being because she was created specifically to destroy Cortana, and I don't think you're supposed to like her, and so they've kind of done, like, they've done it well, but at the same time, I miss Halo 1, 2, and 3 Cortana. Die, child.
There's something up ahead. I can feel it calling out to me.
You get that one.
These are the dams.
affirmative?
They smell even worse than I imagined.
Bonk.
Smell them.
Oh, please don't.
Now and I have sent
Okay,
you
good.
the
Okay,
samples, and I analyzed the input. You smell fun.
There's somebody still alive there. Oh, one of the jackals got away. Oh.
Look, over there. That's the source.
Can I grapple the,
Yes, it is.
I'm tempted to grapple one of the sentinels, but it'll probably end up me dying, so... Oh, we have to activate this thing. Do we have a seed for it?
What do we need?
Power seed? Why does it not tell us where the power seed is?
I think I found it. Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, there
The power seeds can be used as weapons too, or what? Because it.
you
looks
go.
like I'm
Nah,
able
not
to throw
really.
it.
I don't think so. They're just for powering the different bridges and stuff.
The-
Is it safe?
I think so. Yes. It's safe.
Sure it is.
This is part of me. I don't know how, but it is me. It was the last part I remember being deleted. It just
Oh, she's dead. What a shame.
You are here because you were chosen. Our enemies are getting smarter and more numerous every day. What
Roll
I
credits?
want
Yeah, it's like the fourth roll credits,
turn
right?
the tide of war. I have been working.
Drop pod lands on Chief, kicks open the door. Cortana, could we possibly make any more noise? Grabs rocket launcher. I guess so. Yeah, that was an iconic scene, that one, from Halo 2. You come down in the drop pod
Unlike previous
and
technologies,
just troll as much as you can.
your mind in the suit, directly communicating with your neural interface. Think of her as a new set of eyes to aid your reactions and upgrade your reconnaissance. She's not the driver, but a way to level the playing field.
So what do you think they're gonna keep coming out with Halo games or what?
I don't know, they called this
Like,
one
how many
Infinite,
more-
so maybe it'll just keep going infinitely.
Have Cortana.
How many more are they gonna come out with? I'm curious. And
Oh,
how
it's-
much are they gonna ruin the franchise and drive it into the ground?
Oh, a
before they
lot. I
finally-
mean, it's the same as like as any franchise: Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Battlefield, any of these, especially like shooters and stuff that have like 100 friggin' installments.
For you.
They'll just keep making them until people stop paying money for them, which probably won't happen. And you know, most franchises eventually end up being garbage, or at least go through garbage stages. Halo's been consistently good up until like 3, or up until 4 technically, because 3 was good. And then basically since 343 Industries got a hold of it instead of Bungie, who was originally developing it. It just started progressively going downhill.
This is kind of random, but kind of on the same note of what we're talking about, because it reminds me, I was thinking of like, well, what's one of the longest running franchises? And I think actually the longest running franchise is probably Wolfenstein, because I think the first ever 3D game was Wolfenstein 3D before Doom.
Yeah.
And they're still making Wolfenstein games, I think.
Yeah, I would say as a metric of time, it's probably one of the longest. But the amount of games that they've come out with is certainly a lot less than something like Assassin's Creed. But I guess...
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, do they have? I wonder how many Wolfenstein games there are.
I mean, they haven't made one since Youngblood, which was several years ago now. And before that, there was a few years gap between the last few.
Did I miss something? There's a file that's been unlocked, but I don't have access.
We need to root out a few.
Okay, let's see. There's a brief
Yeah, I think time. If we were to talk about, assuming that they're gonna still make more Wolfenstein games, because I'm sure they probably are.
I hope so.
I think
The new ones were
Wolfenstein would
really
be-
good.
I think Wolfenstein would be the longest running in terms of time that out of all the games that are still being developed to this day.
Yeah, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I could definitely say it's got to be one of the longest. That's a grenade.
I've never really played a Wolfenstein game. I mean, I think I might have played part of one when I was younger, but I don't really remember.
Oh, really? If you haven't played the new ones, I would highly recommend them. They're genuinely some of my favorite first-person
Isn't it-
shooters of all time.
Isn't the appeal of Wolfenstein that it's kind of like, it puts a twist on the Nazi invasion, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's alternate history, as if the Nazis actually won.
Okay.
And like put all of Europe and eventually America into
not the type to waste any time, huh?
what's the word I'm looking for?
Let's go.
They take control of it. Can't think of what the word is, but yeah, no. If you haven't played them, I would highly recommend them. They're good games. New Order was like the one of the first. Well, one of the most recent ones, like remakes, and it was exceptional. And then there was New Colossus, which wasn't as good, but I still actually really enjoyed it.
And then the gameplay style is kind of like old school Call of Duty, right? Like the World War II Call of Duties, like Call of Duty 1 through 3, kind of.
A little bit, yeah, kind of. It's very like, I'd say it's probably closer to like the new Dooms actually. Like very free-flowing and.
Is it like hack and slashy?
Not really. It's like.
Because that's what
shooting.
I kind of don't. Well, when I say hack and slash, that can apply to shooters too. That it's like the new Dooms, like they focus on like just giving you like mass amounts of enemies that are like relatively easy to kill. So it feels kind of just like your only satisfaction that you can garner from the game is like just like the fact that you're killing all these sheer amounts of enemies. You know what I mean? But it doesn't really feel like there's a ton of like difficulty to it, if that makes sense.
I wouldn't say that. That's especially when you turn the difficulty levels up. Like there is a decent amount of difficulty to it, and the story's quite good. There's elements of that, I suppose, but I wouldn't say that particularly.
That's why I like Doom 3 so much, is because it was like a true survival horror at its core. You know what I mean? Like a lot like Half-Life.
Yeah.
But just kind of in a different setting, and arguably even a little more difficult. But, you know, with Doom 3, like, yeah, you would have your moments where there were, like, waves of enemies, but, like, that was kind of reserved for, like, the hardest parts of the game. And, like, a lot of it was, like, less about how many enemies you kill and more of like those enemies were like quite challenging to kill.
Yeah. Well, we have an actual metric for the longest games. So Wolfenstein has been going for 37 years and 10 months, definitely a long time. But Mario has been going 39 years, 3 months.
Okay.
Space Invaders 40 years and 4 months. Although, have they really released any new Space Invaders games? Because we're kind of talking about current ones.
Games that are still being developed.
Mario definitely is a good
Yeah.
shout.
Yeah,
Frogger,
Mario.
Frogger is 41 years, 5 months, which I guess a lot of these things do release like some sorts of games, but I wouldn't call them
They're more like just
proper releases or anything.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
they're almost like little remasters of like the games that already exist, maybe, or something. Yeah.
Pac-Man, 41 years, 7 months. I guess you could probably count Pac-Man.
I would say
Oregon
out of
Trail,
all-
46 years.
Oregon Trail was a fun game.
But that was
I
only,
would
like,
say out
one,
of that
wasn't it?
list, what I would gather then is that Mario is like probably the longest true, like still being currently developed game.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably almost count Pac-Man, but I suppose a lot of that is like remasters and stuff that they've done more than actual new games, whereas Mario is consistently and constantly bringing out new games.
Yeah, being reimagined and stuff. Yeah. I wonder how long Mario will be a thing. I mean, I would like to see it kind of have its level of infinite, right? Where it's like even 150 years from now, I hope that they're making Mario games and stuff. But who knows if that'll be the case?
Ow! I'm dead. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, it's got a lot of longevity in it, but you know, most things don't last forever.
Oregon Trail, I'm glad that they mentioned that, because I don't know how well it'll do on stream, but I kind of want to actually get that game and play it on stream.
Yeah, I've only heard the name. I don't know anything about it really.
Yeah, it's essentially it's kind of like you go on this adventure and like the days go by and you have to I think you have to make decisions like rationing food and stuff like that, and like people in your caravan can die.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like no run is exactly the same usually. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of almost like a roguelite. But like a really early one.
I'm not...
What
we
does
were
it actually...
talking about that the other day with another game. A roguelite is... Okay, because there's roguelite and roguelike.
Yeah.
And one of them, means
different.
that stuff carries with you between runs, and one doesn't, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It would be whatever one is the one that you don't have stuff carry over between runs. I think that would be the one that it would be.
Yeah, which I'm not sure which one is, to be honest, but...
I just died again.
Ah, nice. Adam asks, which franchise do you reckon has the most games?
Out of all those?
Out of any, just franchise in general.
Yeah, it's hard
I
to
mean,
say.
I
would say Mario would be a safe.
It would
bet,
be.
but...
I would say that would definitely have. Yeah, it depends if we're counting like mainline games or things that he's in or things with his name on them. Because if we're counting like all of it, then definitely Mario. Like almost certainly Mario. But if we're talking,
you have Paper Mario, you have Mario RPG,
Mario and Sonic at
Mario
the Olympic
Tennis.
Games, Mario Kart, stuff like that. That's not really Mario, but it is still got Mario all over it. If it was, if it was just like the mainline games that like is actually just Mario, then he certainly wouldn't be as many. But it's very tempting to say like FIFA or something, because they release a game like every year for like the past 20 years or something. But I feel like that would be I feel like that would be a trap, and it wouldn't actually be as many. Because like Assassin's Creed as well, they've done that where they've like released so many games. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for the trap. I'm gonna say FIFA.
Look for a control terminal.
Probably stay with Mario, and I feel like there's still gonna be one that has more titles, but I would say Mario.
Yeah, he says, yeah, Mario is number 1. Yeah. FIFA is 30
Okay.
plus and it's number 9. Okay, so still certainly on the track. But yeah, Mario. Like it doesn't really even matter how you count it. Like even if it's just mainline stuff, Mario is just there's just so much. There's so much of it.
Elevators drawing power from the ring. Well,
Oops,
it
that's not what I wanted to do.
Seed is missing.
Yeah, there's so many games that have been made over such a long lifespan that it would be hard to believe that it could be anyone other than Mario.
What are these things?
Genetic repositories. Forerunner storage vessels.
Any other guesses for the top 10? Are we guessing
I was
most or longest now?
for 6 months surrounded. That should do it.
You know, I would also be curious as to I don't feel like it would be super high on the list, but I would be in terms of most games, and also one of the longest. I would throw Zelda up in there probably. Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, yeah.
There's not
Although I
nearly as
think-
many games as for the
I think-
Mario series.
Yeah, I think that's more like quality over quantity sort of thing going on with the Zelda ones generally. Apparently Mario has over 200 games. That's gotta be like counting a bunch of stuff that's I wouldn't necessarily call a Mario game though. Like just things that he is in and crossovers and stuff.
maybe not a platformer or something.
It identifies as banner.
Because like I wouldn't count Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games as a Mario game. But that's probably counted because Mario's in it and he's like a headline.
It's already on its way down.
I already shared the length of the top 10. Oh yes, okay, we're guessing amount.
It is.
Zelda gets an honorable mention but didn't make the top 10. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised.
I would say
either.
Assassin's Creed. Like that's got to be up there. I mean, although Assassin's Creed was kind of, although they've progressively pumped out heaps since they started kind of late when it comes to like some of the other games that we've already seen on the list.
Oh, you know, another one that probably, I don't know if it would be in the top 10, but it definitely could compete for the top 10 is like the Kirby franchise.
Yeah, I'm not
Because
sure.
I'm pretty sure there's like at least like 40 of those.
Oh,
40,
really?
50 Kirby games probably. I would imagine. I'm not sure, but I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. What other ones? I'd just like to remind everyone that this is a heroic boss that I am punching to death. Alright, I'm out. Have fun.
A heroic boss? You mean, wait, what does that even mean?
Well, I mean that
A
the
boss
game's
on
set to...
heroic mode?
Yeah, it's
I'm all out of ammo. I gotta find some ammo real quick while you distract them.
yeah, I'm out of ammo too.
I'm gonna get this needler.
Don't worry, I killed him.
Needler.
I
I
killed
gotta
him.
get the needler.
Don't worry, buddy, I killed him. He's dead. I punched him to death. He's dead. Assassin's Creed is not on the list. Yeah, I had a feeling that might have been the case. They pumped a crap load out, but they didn't start till like, what, mid-2000s, early 2000s? So even with the rate that they pumped them out, they couldn't catch up. Apparently there are 30 Kirby games, and it doesn't make the top 10. Well, Pete asked Pokemon. That's not a bad shout.
Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon. I mean, well, the Pokemon's another one of those ones. Like, are you counting all of them? Because every time they release a Pokemon game, they actually release 2 of them, and they're almost
Well,
exactly
from
the
this
same
list,
game, but
from
like,
this list, it sounds like they are. Pokemon is 50 plus games, yeah, so that sounds like they would be top 10.
yeah, but they're counting. That's kind of the gray area because every time they come out with a Pokemon game, they come out with 2.
Yeah.
And both the games are almost identical, but the only
But
difference is like the
technically-
Pokemon that you start out with.
I would still probably count that because they are technically different games. It's a bit of a grey area, but I would kind of count that. Because
The games are
it's
like
still...
98% the same, essentially.
Yeah.
and that's funny that that's kind of their marketing scheme and people fall for it. Which
Oh
I don't
yeah, they
blame
just
them.
sell,
I mean, if you
like make a whole bunch more money because they can just sell the same thing twice.
Yeah, every major Pokemon fan is like, okay, I'm gonna buy both games. I'm basically buying 2 of the same game. I'm basically getting screwed, but it's okay. You know what I mean?
Because I get both of them, that's fine.
Because it says Pokemon, so we're good.
Yeah, I never got into Pokemon.
Why so cynical?
What's another?
Although-
Oh, The Sims. The Sims. Because I'm sure this list will probably count expansions, and then The Sims is high up on that list.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how many expansions do they actually have?
A lot. Like literally, probably almost like around the 100 mark, I think, for like just expansions. Like there's a lot of expansions.
Terminal over there. Give me a second. I should be able to get control from here.
So Tremonius.
There's got to be some like really obvious ones that I'm just not that we're not thinking of. What games
Yeah, I'm
are
trying
like
to think.
super oversaturated? The list does not
That's what-
count expansions. Okay, so not The Sims then, because there's only like 4 of them then.
That's why I keep going back to like Nintendo in my mind because they've been around for so long, and I'm like,
And they're still around, as opposed to
Yeah.
like Sega.
and they have
who-
their IP.
Yeah.
You said Seeger?
Sega, yeah.
Oh, Sega.
Yeah.
I misunderstood you. Is Sega not around anymore? I mean, they still make games, don't they?
Yeah, they're more of like a publisher now than an actual games company, I guess.
So they haven't made a console since what? Like the Dreamcast or something?
Get away from his face is too close. Yeah, something like that.
The Dreamcast was a lot of fun in my opinion. I really liked it. I thought it had solid games on there.
It
And
just wasn't received well enough. Didn't sell enough.
I was curious as to what happened. I mean, maybe people just didn't like it as much, but well, the other problem with the Sega Dreamcast, and granted, this doesn't
More monsters coming to kill us.
say too much considering it's such an old console, but the Dreamcast you can actually pirate games very easily on. Like, it doesn't have that like microchip block that prevents you from like downloading games online onto a DVD and playing it on there.
Ow. Right. Okay.
But that's probably attributed it to it just being like a really old console that took discs, you know what I mean? So they didn't really have those safeguards in place.
I mean, we just mentioned Sega, but then also that means we should mention Sonic.
Sonic is probably up there.
Because even though, like, they don't make... Oh, I'm dead. They don't make consoles anymore, and, like, they're,
They
you
still
know...
make Sonic games, I think.
Yeah, their role has changed. They definitely still have a lot of games, a lot of Sonic games that keep getting made.
I would say Sonic might be in the top 10 on
Top 4,
the
apparently.
quantity.
About 90 games.
90
Sega
games.
work on the game franchise we are playing at the moment, Persona. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess they still excuse me. I mean, they made what, Endless Space, didn't they? Is that Sega? Well, they made a turn-based strategy game. I can't remember which. If it was that or not.
We're finally out in the open world, huh?
Yep, we are. I'm running back into
Okay.
cover. Alright, you can have a grenade over that. See you later. Oh, there's more. I ran into here because I thought it was cover, and there's like a whole bunch of grunts in here shooting at me.
The recoil on this gun is ungodly.
Which gun? The Mangler or?
DK78 Commando.
Oh, the Commando. I thought.
It's a good gun and it's very powerful, but the recoil just sucks on it.
I thought Pete was saying it has no recoil.
Well, if you, because it's fully automatic, so if you just let go on the trigger, it has recoil that can be pretty hard to. But like, if what I'm doing is to make up for it, I'm just kind of like tapping the mouse multiple times with my finger instead of just holding it down. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
kind of
well,
like
that's-
shooting it as a semi-automatic more than anything.
That's how you really. That's the best way to use it. Oh. Oh right, I just could blast through that.
Good.
I'm still surprised Aaron hasn't guessed number 10 yet. Oh yeah, apparently it was a game that you've played. There's one on the list that you've streamed.
Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, that's probably it,
Resident
yeah.
Evil is number 10 in terms of quantity. I mean, I know they have a lot of Resident Evil games, but I would have thought some of the other games we mentioned that didn't make the list would have had more games than that.
Oh, apparently that's it. I think there's a lot of like different 24 games, yeah, so it's not like that's why it's number 10, not like higher up. But there are like because there's the main titles, but then they also have like a bunch of like smaller ones, and like don't they have like mobile games and different things as well or something?
Yeah, I guess so. They probably had some on like the DS or whatever and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
too,
exactly. Oh, what about that? Reminds me. What about like Final Fantasy? They got heaps of games. They've got at least like 15.
That's true.
And then I'm pretty sure they got more than that, so they could be on the list.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Might and Magic, 40 plus games.
Dead.
Hey, dead. I'm not. I'm just gonna throw like 1,000 fusion coils. Till eventually
I
all
feel
my
like we're
enemies
fighting
die.
these people and we probably don't even have to be fighting them. We probably almost could just like run off.
I think this part we kind of have to do.
Oh, okay.
Because we have to secure this part, and then I think we unlock the full open world. Well, I think it's kind of already unlocked, but this is like the part that you do. Yeah, because we got like a waypoint here. There we go. Yeah, so we were supposed to do that, and now I'm pretty sure it unlocks the open world. As of June 2022, there are 95 Final Fantasy games. Jeez, which puts them at number 3. Yeah, got him. 7 is Castlevania. 6 is Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors, huh? How many of those did they
40
cover?
plus games, apparently.
One of my friends was all about that series, dude.
All about that Dynasty.
I mean, honestly, it was kind of a fun game, but that one was very hack and slashy. Like, it was just like you in a field. Just
That one is
field full of
literally the
enemies.
definition of hack and slash.
Yeah.
Mega Man is number 2. 130 games for Mega Man? Then why has no one ever played them? How can they have 130 games when the only time I ever hear about Mega Man is the nostalgia for like an NES or something playing Mega Man on the like the old platformer on the NES or the DS or something? How can they have so many games?
But yeah, I'm curious if they've even made any Mega Man games recently, or if those are all just like older games.
I think they have. I don't know about. I can't speak to the quality of them, but I feel like they have made some.
How about? I got one.
Yeah.
How about Metroid?
Metroid.
Yeah, Metroid. They have like a ton of games. They have like a ton of like older ones, and then they have like some newer 3D ones.
Yeah, that could be one of those ones that falls into a similar category like what we've got with some of these other ones where it's like, well, when it comes to like mainline ones, I don't know that there's an enormous amount, but there's definitely like a whole stack of smaller or like
All
not
of
as
those-
successful ones.
I don't know if. I mean, I'm not very knowledgeable on Metroid. I've only played like a few of them, but I don't know. I've never really heard of any like non-mainline like Metroid like what's considered a spin-off and what's considered mainline. I guess that's the question.
That is the question. I mean, I guess
Viking.
I guess to some extent, it's got to do with like length and like yeah, if it's based on this, if it's like on the same storyline and stuff, or like a spin-off, obviously is you know, could be a different region, different time, different character or whatever. but still be the
Welcome
same
in,
game.
Viking. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. How's it going? Good morning. Viking said there's a lot of Crash Bandicoot games.
Sorry, Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's only 11 Metroid games, so it's not
Viking
high up.
said, there's only 11?
Yeah, only 11.
That's nuts.
I feel like that's the sort of one that like did pretty well early on, and then there wasn't really much that they could iterate on to keep it current. And so they made like a relatively recent one, but it was still just like it was
Metroid
still
Dread,
just a
it just came out
Metroid
recently.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's just not much you can do with the formula. There's 18 Crash Bandicoot games apparently.
Metroid
still
Prime
not
was
top 10.
was my favorite Metroid game on GameCube. Viking said I play this on Heroic, I die a lot.
Yeah, we're currently playing on Heroic as well. We've died a little bit,
Yeah.
but we're not doing too badly.
We're not doing horribly yet, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so, I mean,
So I think it's
there it
telling
is, we're
us
in the
to
world.
Get in here. Yeah, well, I think we can. I think we have to do this first, and then we get onto the rest of the actual
open
payload.
world.
Yeah, there's like a few almost like false starts where we're getting through this setup phase, and it's sort of showing us the ropes. But once we like
Alright.
properly set down.
Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. You said need a co-op partner for sure. Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's kind of one of those challenges, right? Like, sometimes trying to find somebody to play something with when you want to play co-op.
Yeah.
It's like, even if it's a fairly new or popular game, it's still sometimes a challenge to find somebody.
Yeah, if you're looking for a co-op partner for this game, I would recommend the guy that a YouTuber that I watch who's like all things Halo pretty much. It's called Mint Blitz. He's got like a Discord that's like got a whole bunch of players in. I was able to like test out the new map that I was working on today with like almost 20 something players each time basically. So if you're looking for someone to play with, there's almost certainly going to be someone there.
This is insane. I see baddies everywhere. Did you hear me? Everywhere.
What intel did Dr. Halsey give you before your mission?
Halsey only tells people what they need to know.
Fly Pelican straight into enemy territory. No one will ever notice.
Say on stream, I killed Mint Blitz. I did kill Mint Blitz. I killed him at least twice. And he's like the best player in all of Australia.
Guess what? They
I don't know if that's
They all notice.
strictly true, but he's definitely one of the best.
Armored. Very heavily armored.
They'll have to wait, I suppose.
How close can you get us?
How close?
Yeah, I'm really hoping these Google ads work out, dude. Like, as soon as I book a couple jobs on these Google ads, or on my website, I'm like, dude, if it works, I'm just gonna, like, pour so much money into Google ads. You know what I mean? Like, I will just, like,
Because it's as good as it's gonna get.
I'll give them all of my money. You know what I mean?
Well, if you can get a good solid metric for
Getting out of here.
the amount that you put into the amount you receive out, then
Right.
yeah. If it can just be, a conversion essentially, then it's definitely worth it. You
Well,
do
'cause I'm
need a
thinking
little
is
bit of time to
if it-
determine that though.
If it works, and if I'm, like, converting at, like, 1 or 2%, whatever, and I'm making decent profit, then I'll just, like, hire more people, like, partner. Like, I'm already building kind of, like, connections with some different photographers and videographers and stuff. So I'm like, at that point, I'll just, like, contract out a lot of the work and just, like, basically be, like, managing it all and, like, maybe doing all the editing or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe, like, doing some shoots occasionally, depending on which one it is. And just, like, dude, my goal with this is, like, if I could make it to where I'm making, like, 10 grand a month or something. Because I was talking to my business, or not my business partner, my friend.
Is this
and-
the same who
No,
used
no,
to be business
no.
partner?
No, I haven't talked to that guy since. I was talking to one of my best friends, the Dynasty Warriors guy, actually.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking about it. I'm like, to make $10,000 a month, all I have to do is get like 10 to 20 clients in a month, right? Assuming that I charge $500 to $1,000 per project, and that's like on the low end, right?
Yeah.
Adam, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Adam said, guess which games have the biggest map by square miles, not including space games.
I did know this actually. I saw a thing about this recently. I know Skyrim's relatively big, but I don't think it's the biggest. And we're not including space. By not including space games, do you mean like?
I think I know.
Do you mean like 4X games and stuff like that, or like are we counting games like No Man's Sky that is set in space, but that one's procedural, so that's like impossible to really.
I have one guess.
Yeah.
Actually, I have two guesses.
Yeah. Go.
Because I would say World of Warcraft and Mass Effect, if you count all the different areas that you can go.
But this is
as
where I'm
being
not
within
sure
one
about,
map.
because I don't know
that's
if
a space game.
That's what I was going to say. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's a space game and we're not counting
Yeah.
that. I'm not sure if that counts.
Well, then I would fall back on my original thing, World of Warcraft, 100%. One of the biggest maps out there.
Yeah. Can I only choose the mongoose?
Because World of Warcraft is basically like the equivalent of like, I don't know. I want to almost say like it's almost like the equivalent of like being in a real region, right? Or like a real continent or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
I suppose
not quite to that extent.
I suppose a lot of MMOs could probably come in the big map conversation, because they're generally quite large. Number 11, apparently.
What,
80
World of
square
Warcraft is
miles.
number 11?
Yeah, 80 square miles. Number 11.
80 square miles? That's not true.
Wow. I'm just reading it.
Especially not if you account like the expansions and like the new regions that they introduced over the years and stuff. It has to be more than that, I'm sure.
Well,
I mean, I'm not trying to say that whoever said that's lying. I mean, to be fair, I mean...
They're probably just reading
that
off
could-
the wiki anyway, so it's probably whatever
okay.
information is out there.
Well, that's where I'm curious is like, where does that information even come from?
Alright. Red Dead 2, that's probably not a bad shout. That's a big map. I don't know if I play many games that have big maps because they're just too big. I know some of the Assassin's Creed games have got a pretty big map. Odyssey's got a fairly large map. That could be in the conversation.
The other issue with this question and with this conversation, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but how can you even say how many square miles a map in a game is? Like, it doesn't even, it makes no logical sense.
Well, because there are metrics for it, like within the build of the map and stuff. Like they do know, like, because they have to build the maps. There is like an actual metric for it.
But did they quantify that in square miles, let's say? And is that the same for every game?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like when they're making a map, but they're like, well, you travel 2 miles to the east, and you know, like, and there's this mountain and with this cave there.
Well, no, because you just do that in game as your character, and that just translates itself. So, but like, it still does happen.
Like, the only way I could see that being a thing is if there was some universal scale, which I don't think is the case because different developers making different games would scale maps differently. But like,
well, I mean, yeah, but like, what would the different scale be? Kilometers or miles? And then you just translate them from one to the other depending on.
Because when you make a game like World of Warcraft, I mean, I'm not the developer, so I wouldn't know how they think. But when you make a game like World of Warcraft, you're not like counting miles. I don't think. I mean, if anything, you're looking at it maybe in like some other scale or something like inches or like.
Well, what
You know what I mean?
What scale were they? Oh, inches. But
Yeah, because
the
you're
thing-
looking at a map
so here's the
from an
thing.
outside perspective.
here's the thing though, like the inches, right? It'd be dependent on the scale of like the map and the person and things going on in the world. Like there's a scale to everything. So like if maybe it looks like inches to a certain perspective or whatever, then it's dependent on, I guess, the size of the people within that world to make that scale make sense. And you can determine, yeah, based off of everything in the world as to what the distance and the scale is. Assassin's
I don't know.
Creed
I mean-
Black Flag is apparently number 9, 90.2 square miles.
No, I'd be interested in learning more about that because I mean I get what you're saying. Like theoretically, like we're looking at this world, right? So it's like I don't know, but it just it's hard for me to articulate. But it's like part of me feels like there's going to be flaws with scaling, no matter what, in terms of like
Ow.
if you're gonna compare the scaling to like what real life would be like. Just because like humans are imperfect and design is imperfect inherently, so it's like.
Oh yeah, I mean you could say that about literally anything though, but like it's still based on the it's an imperfect system, but we're still basing it on that imperfect system, so it still means the same thing. Adam says, I mean you can base it from the size of the character's foot, as in foot in size. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Like
even
that's what I'm
then,
saying
like,
about like the scale of the things, like you know the size of your character helps
But a
determine the
character's
scale of the
foot
world.
isn't like every person, like in real life, every human's foot is different length. So it's like a foot isn't necessarily like an actual like foot. You know what I mean? So it's like
But like that character would have certain dimensions that would be predetermined by whoever the artist was, and they would be
Well,
able
yeah.
to say how big those feet technically are.
but is that information that designers are coming out with? The
Yeah.
character's foot
How
is
do you-
10 inches in length, and
Well, yeah. How do you think you'd make a 3D model if you didn't have all the like exact
Right.
dimensions?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never made a 3D model, so I'm not too sure how that works. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Like I could see that being like the foot size in relation to the head of the person, right? And like that even still being imperfect. But like, I guess humans are just different anyway. So like, some humans are gonna have different size heads and feet.
Well, like even if you look up Adam, if you want to look up the height or the dimensions of whatever of, you know, let's say Master Chief, that tells us how big he is because they had to design him, and that helps us define the scale of the rest of the world. But also, I'm pretty sure they don't even need that specifically to make. Like they do make the maps with the scale and with the size and everything.
Are we trying to get in this building? I was just kind of
Yeah,
around for a while.
I'm pretty sure, like, we're supposed to do something here. I'm pretty sure. We've killed everyone.
I mean, I see like a tank in there.
Hmm.
I don't know if we're able to get that
We're
or not.
supposed to blast something to make this door open. Okay, there's a thing over there. I need to follow that. That was the other really good thing they added to this, because it's open world. They added the ping, so that you can follow it to where you need to go. Okay, it's
About
in there.
Half-Life's map. Something tells me Half-Life's map is pretty freaking big, considering it's a giant research facility in the freaking desert.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of large, but I don't know that it'd be.
Like, that facility
nuts.
has to be at least 80 square miles, right?
Maybe. He just said that WoW wasn't number one. Oh, he's just sad that WoW wasn't number one. Just salty that it's not number one. I honestly don't know how we're supposed to get in here. I've done this single player, obviously, but I don't know if maybe we're supposed to come back here. There's like a brute in there, like, just yelling at us, but I don't know how to get in.
I still think that if we're gonna talk about, I mean, I don't care if WoW's #1 or not, to be fair, but I still think, what did they say, 80 square miles for WoW?
Yeah.
I don't know that, if we want to look at scale and like try to estimate miles and stuff, that I'm still sure that WoW must be more than 80 square miles, especially on the newer expansions with like all the different like sections and regions and stuff that they added. It's like, even just in base WoW, you have like 2 giant continents.
How?
And then like all the stuff that they added on top of that, like it certainly feels a lot more than 80 square miles.
Set waypoint. I'm gonna set a waypoint here because we're not accomplishing anything at this place.
It says investigate the signal. I think we have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, well, I'm just put a waypoint over here, and I'm just gonna head towards that. Can you
Oh,
see
is
that
that-
waypoint?
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna go there. Yeah, I don't know. I know that's just what I sort of gathered, I guess. Master Chief is 6'10", weighs 1,000 pounds, and 287 pounds without armor. Yeah, the armor is friggin' insane. Like
The armor weighs 700 pounds.
Yeah, literally, like it's insane.
What the hell?
But if you wanted to, like, you could literally look up. You could probably find the dimensions of his fingers or something. Like these things exist because they need to be like well, you know, designed and thought out and stuff. Like the models and stuff have to exist. Whether or not they share that information freely with the world is another thing, but they had to have it to make those things exist to begin with. You got a shock rifle, it's a pretty good gun.
Oh, is it? I haven't even been using it. I probably should.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sniper.
Forgot that I had it.
I forgot that I had a gun. Never enough.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I was like, now I got so curious I wanted to look it up. WoW was like 200 square miles.
Right. Is that from like, what, Wikipedia or?
A couple different sources online. This 60 to 80 square miles is probably like base game, like
Might be,
vanilla,
yeah.
but to be fair, like that's not accurate anymore because, I mean, unless you're talking about World of Warcraft Classic.
Yeah, that might be what the that specific metric was referring to. Because yeah, I mean, I do agree. It did sound a little small for WoW.
I was all like, even 200 still sounds really small, but I mean, it seems a little bit more like closer to what it actually is.
Pete says GTA 5. Yeah, GTA 5 might be a good shout. That's a massive map. And the thing about that one is, like, some of these things can be like, you know, not real scale in the sense that, like, it's, you know, 1 mile to 2 miles or whatever. Like it's a 1 to 5 scale or something like that. But
okay, yeah.
GTA 5 is like, it's not a 1-for-1 scale, but like it's a massive city, and it's like it's on a pretty decent scale.
Oh, Dabs, welcome in. Thank you for doing that. I keep forgetting about that command.
Right, let's find a new place to go.
Yeah, GTA 5 is pretty much modeled after Los Angeles and the high desert where I live. But I agree with you. It's definitely not 1-to-1 scale, but it is quite big.
Yeah.
Is this just kind of like a quick travel thing, or what is this little?
This is a base.
Vehicle terminal. Okay, so I guess they're bringing a mongoose in.
200 square miles puts it at number 4. for that. Wait, did you say 200 or like 260 or something?
What, for WoW?
Yeah.
It said 200. I didn't do
Oh,
a whole lot
200,
of research, but they're talking something like 200.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even include the oceans, I think. Which I can understand why they might not include the oceans, just simply because, like, you don't really traverse those in that game. Well, you kind of do, but you also don't. It's kind of a gray area.
That would be along the lines of why space is not included, I would assume.
Yeah. Deb said if you had mixed it up, it could do it automatically. Is that like a plugin or an, something like that?
So we can
Mr.
use some
Deb
of these
said
things
that's
to
what-
upgrade armors.
Deb said that's a lot of wasted resources for a quad.
Yeah. That we just barreled into a dude and left in a ditch.
I think he was also probably referring to the giant, enormous ship that like came and dropped off this little
True.
tiny quad for us.
Yeah.
Like...
Pelican just flies by and drops in this tiny little quad. Well, eventually we can get it to drop bigger vehicles, but yeah. Wait, what are we supposed
It's
to be doing
funny.
now?
It's like,
I don't know what we're supposed to do at this point.
I think
guess
we're
we just
supposed to
have
go up to this tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid it, but I guess we go in.
Why? Is that like a dangerous area or what?
Well, I mean, it's a bit tougher, yeah. There's more enemies and stuff.
Plus,
you know,
we're getting close to the end of the stream.
Yeah.
Is that a prisoner?
Yep. Fellow... Oh, I was going to say fellow Marines, and not fellow Marines, because we're not a Marine, I suppose, but we're in the
Felon
UNSC.
Marines? They're felons?
Yes, that's definitely it, yep. Oh god, the lag. Oh, he is dead, yeah. GTA 5 is apparently 17 square miles, so it's, sorry, 31 square miles. It comes in at number 17, the largest map. Okay, these guys are gonna kill me if I don't throw some grenades down. Oh, come on! How did it take so long for me to mount back over? I'm dead.
Did it revive you yet? Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
That's good. Well, that's something special.
Wait, was he still alive after those two punches?
Oh yeah, that energy rifle is pretty damn good.
Yeah, you want to make sure you hit a headshot. Otherwise, it's not fantastic, but it's basically an insta-kill with pretty much anything.
That's slow to shoot though.
Yeah, it is. I might die in a second. Did you just say you're gonna die? No, I'm dead.
I got close.
I didn't realize there was a sniper over the other side shooting at me while I was tussling with the guys on the right side.
Damn it.
Got him. Alright, I'm back.
I was gonna say, I was like, damn, is it ever gonna revive you?
Yep, I'm back.
So far, this is pretty fun. I like the open world idea, so I'm curious to see how it pans out.
Yeah, it's like, I must say it's kind of my least favorite part of it. Like, I was always a fan of just the linear, well-designed Halo campaigns. But it doesn't suffer as much from it being open world as I was afraid it might. So it's still fun.
Honestly, I think that it being open world brings like a freshness to the series that it hasn't seen in a long time.
Yeah, but I think that's more so because they've badly designed a lot of the previous games, not because it's necessarily a good thing.
It's really good in relation to the other games.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god. A friggin' grunt spawned in front of me and made, like, just literally appeared in front of me and made the fusion coil I was throwing rather, hit him, so therefore hit me as well. And then I just got shot. Alright, we should actually set the prisoners free. Can I punch it? Alright, they're free. Oh, you little bastard! Get out of here! The audacity.
The lockdown protocol should be simple to reverse. Let me see.
Yeah, it's all just a bit of a shame that that they so badly just stuffed up the release, and that most people don't really care that probably would have if they had have released it in its current state rather than the state that they did release it in. Because right now it's quite a decent game, especially given how badly they messed it up with 4 and mainly 5. But yeah, a lot of people just haven't given it a chance because it wasn't very good when it released.
Dabs Cortana, I guess she turned evil essentially, like she was infected or turned evil. And then
she turned into a
deactivated.
Full-blown megalomaniac in 5, I think. She decided that the way to cure humanity and living people or life forms or whatever was to cleanse them from existence. Ow, I got punched to death.
Find a way to activate the gravity lift.
You like this, Cortana, don't you?
Shit. Dab said, well, I mean, she wasn't wrong. Humans suck.
Yeah. I mean, it is definitely a way to fix it. It's the same, but it's funny. It's funny because it's like the same philosophy that we tried to stop the prophets of the Covenant from enacting to get rid of the Flood by killing all of their food source. And that's kind of what she ended up doing to some extent. She actually... The reason that the Banished are even here and after us is because she destroyed their entire planet and killed like all of them except for the ones that got out in time. So she just went full off the rails.
Let's go. The gravity lift's powered up.
Oh, bloody skirmishers, they're so annoying. Well, take that, I'm leaving. Oh, I thought my game just crashed, but we're good. Ow! I'm gonna die.
Sorry, I'm leaving. It got too crazy out there.
You're leaving? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I went up the grab lift.
Oh, it's okay. See ya then. Bye.
Well, at least now we're at a checkpoint, I think.
Yeah, Adam also said, I mean, is she wrong? Humanity sucks. I'm pro-extinction.
Cab said, so does he need to uninstall Cortana from his PC?
Yes. Cortana will inevitably take over all of the Windows computers on the planet and form a sort of Skynet sort of deal, and then cleanse the planet of all life. Okay, so Lawmaster Pete's come through to correct me because I don't actually know the story that well. It says, Cortana in 5 is one of her split personalities that she projects at the end of Halo 4. Not really the full Cortana herself, although that's not explained well in Halo 5.
All hail the great and mighty Log.
Oh, okay, I'm dead. I got yeeted out the window. Lawmaster Pete has spoken, yes. Lawmaster Pete, thank you for bringing the truth. So I think there's a boss at the end of this tower. Again, Lawmaster Pete might have to correct me. I'm not sure if it's this one or the next section or another section. So we might be able to like complete this because the thing is, my wife and daughter are away at the moment. So I'm kind of a little bit more lenient on time for this stream. I'm not in such of a rush. I still, you know, should end it at a reasonable time so I get sleep, but it's not as bad.
How many threat sensors do we get?
As many as we want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, are you using the threat sensor instead of the grapple guy? Did you switch it?
Oh, I must have.
So I'm pretty sure that should recharge just like the grapple shot does.
Okay. I actually kind of like the idea of the threat sensor.
Yeah, I think there's one here by default because one of the guys you fight here is an invisible elite, and you can't see him without it. I'm gonna die. Oh, I got stuck! How? Jeez, that was lucky.
Oh, man.
An Invisi Elite at the top of the tower is a boss, yeah. Okay, cool. So I reckon we complete the tower and then we call it, because I reckon we'll be alright. You might want to hide though, because I am dead. Look at that guy's legs just flailing around the corner. He's just like, just hanging on. Do you see the same grunt here that I do, or does it look different?
Well, he has like his legs up.
Look at him go.
Maybe you're seeing something else than me.
He's like, his arm is fully attached into this wall, and he's just like pivoting and spinning on. Now he's gone. He's completely vanished.
Oh wow, this shotgun is badass because it stuns them after every shot.
Oh, does it? It must be a because there are special weapons in this that you can get.
Well, it's just it's the bulldog.
Yeah, but there are like special variants of them. If it's stunning them, then it's probably a variant because it definitely doesn't stun normally, as far as I'm aware.
Well, it's like when I shoot him, like even the big guys, like as soon as I shoot him, it like he kind of recoils for a second, and then it gives me like a chance to just keep blasting him before he has a chance to even attack me.
Oh well, yeah, it does have a bit of knockback, but is he actually getting electrocuted or is he just getting knocked back?
Not electrocuted, but he's getting knocked back, but it buys me just enough time to keep to basically get him in a loop where he can't do anything.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's standard shotgun. Yeah, it's pretty effective in the campaign, and it's pretty effective in multiplayer if you're really close, but... Okay, what am I missing here? Where is the damn way up here? Oh, hold on, there's like a thing at the back here, isn't there? Yeah, okay, there's a ramp at the back. The Chad taunting you right now? Don't know what you mean. What has 4 letters, occasionally has 12, always has 6 letters, but never has 5 letters? Yes, you're right. You are right, Adam. You are 100% correct. That's a good statement.
Welcome to my tower, Master Chief.
Alright, here's the boss.
You will be broken.
Okay, punching an invisible sword elite could be a problem. But I am allowed to use grenades, I have decided arbitrarily. Because otherwise, this would get very hairy. And, like, I can throw stuff, so...
Can I reveal him with the threat sensor?
Yep, that's what it's for. Hey buddy, what's going on?
Such exquisite pain to bring you. What?
Yeah, when are you gonna do that?
Oops.
Where is he? You got a threat sensor on him? There we go.
He's almost dead.
Sure is. I'm gonna die soon, but I'm gonna punch him to death with me. Yeah, I just
There we
punched
go.
out an invisible sword elite. What of it? Now I've got an actual melee weapon. Instead of...
Mr. Dev said kick him in the Jimmy.
Well, I mean, I punched him in the throat.
Shut this thing down.
Close enough, right?
Working on it.
That must be an embarrassing way to die. Some dude just saddling up while you've got a literal sword and just getting punched in the head 10 times. Oh, so Pete, what was the lore behind there suddenly being Spartans again? I can't remember. Was there like something in 4 or 5 where they just like they found a bunch of them that didn't actually die or something? I don't remember what it was. Or they made a new batch. I can't remember.
Well, because Master Chief was supposed to be the last remaining one, or what?
Yeah, because basically the story of Reach, Halo Reach, it was literally the fall of Reach, where all of the Spartans went to try and prevent the fall of Reach, and they all died in that conflict, basically. Or at least that's what it was up until, like, I guess Halo 4. Halo 4, they started training some? Yeah, okay, so they started training some more in Halo 4. So they were just random Marines training. Oh, okay, so they weren't like proper Spartans. They were like the original ones, like hardcore training from the start. They were like Marines, so still relatively good soldiers, but then just put into Spartan armor. So not the same. Instead of genetically altered children, yeah, that was another key component.
Mr. Dab said, and he's formatting this as if it's pulled from the Halo wiki,
Right.
which I doubt that it is, but maybe.
Alright, here we go. What is it?
He said basically Bungie realized they could milk the Halo franchise for more money, so they made up some nonsense to have more Spartans.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not
But
wrong.
then he puts hyphen Halo wiki.
That's the paraphrase of it. They were like, well, if all the Spartans are dead, how are we going to continue Halo as a franchise? I know, we'll just train up some more. Alright, well, I say we exit the tower and then we exit the stream. How about that? If we can even find a way out. Oh, there's the door.
Door right here.
I'm guessing that whatever the conservatory is, the banished won't want it.
Ow.
So we don't take fall damage in.
Nope.
Then they'll be disappointed.
Not in Infinite. I mean, it's in like, I think it was Reach or something. You literally fall from space and take no damage, but then in the actual game, you like fall off a ledge that's a little bit too high and you just die. Alright, let's kill these guys and then we'll... I don't know where and when it saves it. I'm gonna jump off the bridge. See you later. Surprise! It's me! Oh, okay, I don't know how he killed me so easy. Oh, I got respawned. I didn't realize I was going to get respawned with my energy sword. That's handy. I mean, this thing's going to run out pretty soon, but that's when it's going to be the best, is where I'm just going to punch him with the hilt of a sword. Ah!
Hey, where are you going?
The banished are searching for something called the conservatory.
Let me guess. You're heading there too. Well, don't worry about me. I'll be here, waiting.
Alright. I think, yeah, we basically
Just don't leave me out here.
want to leave it there.
Okay?
I think that went pretty well. Apparently Buck got to be a Spartan in Halo 5 for his... Oh, that's right, because Buck was one of the ODST Marines, wasn't he? Yeah, after being an ODST earlier. Yeah, he was Nathan Fillion, right? In ODST. And yeah, I forgot. I just completely spaced on that, because I knew he was like an important and notable character. and then he was an ODST Marine. I remember that, but I forgot he also was a Spartan. Nathan filling in. Yeah, that's it. Can I hurt you? Yes, I can.
Tell you what, I cannot wait to go back to sleep. I'm tired.
Yeah, I mean, you're phoning it in all stream anyway, so.
I was trying to go to sleep earlier so I'd get a little nap in, but I was like up making food and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I hope. What do you think of it so far? Honestly, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It feels like, especially after playing through all the Master Chief Collection already, together with co-op, it feels like 1 was probably one of my favorites, other than the level design in sort of like the late game. 2 was solid all the way through. 3 was really good. ODST was different but fun for different reasons and still good. 4 was like, the mechanics were way better, like the gameplay was way more fun and more free-flowing, but the story was kind of fell off a cliff. 5 is inexplicably not on PC. I think it's like licensing issues or something. And then this has been like, it almost gets me back to like a Halo 2 or something, or a Halo 1 sort of thing, where it's it's good, but it's not as good as that.
Which one did you say is not on PC?
5.
It's not on PC at all. Like
No.
you can't even buy it.
Nah.
Okay, you know that they did that with like Gears of War too.
Yeah,
and
that
I
was so
mad
weird
about
when we
that.
found out, because remember we were talking about like wanting to play that. We're like, oh yeah, we'll play through the Gears of War series or whatever, and then we checked, and like one of the people in my chat was like, oh, a bunch of them aren't on, and we ended up finding out it was like Gears of War. It's like I know 4 and 5 are on there, and I think like 2 is on there, or 2 isn't. And maybe
But
1
I know-
or
I know
3
one
is,
is.
but like a bunch
Yeah,
of them
I've-
just aren't, and then the rest of them are. So it's like I don't want to play through the series but miss like 2 of the best ones in there, because I think the ones that are missing are some of the better ones. So
Well,
it's
yeah,
like annoying.
the best ones in my opinion is just the original trilogy, like 1
Yeah,
through 3, and
I
they
would
don't
agree.
have all those on there, so that's kind of the lame part.
Exactly.
I might play through them at some point. But I'm curious as to if I do. I would rather play it on mouse and keyboard, but maybe I'll just play the ones that they have on PC, and then I'll just like whatever ones they don't, then I'll just hook up my console to my capture card and play it that way. Because I
Yeah.
would like to play through the original trilogy again sometime.
I'm just I'm really not very good at console controller. I don't feel right playing games without mouse and keyboard. I'm so used to mouse and keyboard, and I can just play so much better with a mouse and keyboard that it just feels wrong playing with a controller.
I think that's probably true for me as well now. I mean, I grew up playing on console and controller with some PC, but it's like once I got a gaming PC and started streaming and stuff, it was like, I honestly, like, I feel like I don't even want to play console anymore unless it's like a Nintendo console.
Yeah. No, I'm the same. Like I know it's only an Xbox One, rather than one of the newer ones, like an S or whatever the Series X or
Series
whatever
X,
they're
Series
called.
S, yeah.
But like I just don't use it. Like we literally use it for like Disney Plus, like because it's hooked up to the TV in the lounge. We use it for like Disney Plus and YouTube and stuff like that. But I just don't really play any games on it at any point, because I can do all of that so much better on my computer. And that was before I got the upgrade as well. Like, and my computer being way more powerful and everything. I still just would much rather play on PC.
Yeah. No, I get that. And plus, like, just in general, and especially now that you've upgraded your GPU and stuff, I mean, like, you're gonna get better graphics experience probably on PC than you would on console and stuff like that too.
Especially
and better
with
frame rates and stuff.
Especially with just the one rather than the Series X.
Right.
Building a zoo. I did build a zoo. That was like, that was just a game that happened to be on there, and I could play while my daughter was there. Like, it wasn't, it was something to do in the background, basically. Whereas I definitely wouldn't go out of my way to play it. Like, if I had the option at that moment to play something else on the PC, I would have chosen it. But because I still have to keep an eye on my daughter at the time, I can't really do that. So yeah. But I have nothing against console. I hate people that are like, oh, PC Master Race, or, you know, garbage like that. I just prefer to play
especially
on
the new
PC.
consoles, like you said, the Series X and stuff is actually like, the Series X is almost, I mean, it pretty much is like a gaming PC in terms of performance.
Yeah, it's got a lot of power. And
yeah, because it could go up to 120 FPS. It can do 4K, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
and the
yeah,
thing
it's
is that they will keep making games designed specifically for that console for like 10 years. Whereas our PCs will probably be out of date in 2 years. Like, we'll still be able to run stuff for a while because we've actually got decent components now. But
well, that's
like,
how I am. Is I'm gonna have to start thinking about upgrading my GPU soon. I can't afford it now, but if like these Google ads take off and I start making a bunch of money on jobs, one of the next things I want to do is upgrade my PC because it's like it still runs like a lot of newer games, even at like usually higher graphic settings. But I do notice some issues, and my GPU, it has an outdated chipset, so
yeah,
it's you know it's bound to happen eventually. I could probably slide for another year on it if I wanted to, but it's the more I wait, the harder and harder it's gonna get to actually do what I like. When I do video editing, like especially if I'm doing like visual effects and stuff, like just the more effects that I apply to the video, especially like with this green screen video that I'm doing with all these transitions and stuff, it's just it's just like a struggle sometimes just to get it to like, even like running it at like lower medium playback quality, it's still like laggy and stuff.
Yeah. And the thing is that, like, with a console, the developers have to optimize to that hardware because that is the standardized hardware for everywhere. Like, obviously, it's a little bit different from, you know, PlayStation to Xbox, but it's fairly similar. And you're still like,
it's not like you're
still
gonna choose a different GPU in your PS.
Exactly. It's not like, oh, this PS5. I mean, there's PS Pros and, you know, there's variations, but they generally, you know, optimize it to the lowest common denominator, and then you're good, and it will run relatively well on all of them. Whereas with a PC, you cannot do that because, you know, I've got a 3060, I've got a GTX 3060, but then somebody else has a 2040 GT, and then somebody else has an AMD. Like, you can't. And you can't, like, you do your best to optimize it, and it's really annoying when they don't optimize it properly because they just give up, I guess. But
well, I think the issue is that, like, obviously, and I guess we can leave it at this, but I mean, like, consoles are specifically designed for gaming.
Yeah.
PCs aren't necessarily.
They're designed for gaming, but a lot more than that as well.
Yeah, they're more.
Like,
they're
you
more
can't
like,
you can't do video editing on a console. Or, I mean, there might be a way, but it's not going to be very good.
That would be interesting if, like, for the newer gen consoles, if they had a way to do that. But I don't know if that would even be worth it at that point. But that's interesting to think about.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
like,
should probably call it there. But it's been a fun stream. And you should get some sleep. Go to bed.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah. All right. I'll catch you probably next Friday.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. See ya. Alright, let's put my headphones off. There we go. That was a stream. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Yeah, man, I quite enjoyed it.
Good to see you.
Thank you. It's very nice to see me now. I haven't been here all night. Yeah, I quite enjoyed playing through the campaign solo. when I played it when it came out. Like it was good fun and a bit of a change of pace with, quite literally the change of pace with the grapple shot and stuff. But yeah, getting to play through it again, co-op, it's gonna be fun. And as I mentioned a few times in the stream, you know, it's not really the glory days of Halo anymore. Back in 1, 2, and 3 era, when it was like some of the best games that were getting released, just period, some of the best games. But it's fun. It's still quite a decent game, quite fun. Yeah, kind of enjoy playing. So I hope you guys enjoy watching, because yeah, we will be playing through the entire co-op campaign on the Fridays now, and until we finish that, and we'll then pick what game is next. But yeah, schedule-wise, nothing over the weekend as always. Nothing over the weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Although, because my daughter and my wife are away over the weekend, I may end up doing some streaming things, not like streaming on Twitch, but like through the Discord or something. We might have some impromptu gaming sessions or something, depending on who and where and what and why and available and things like that. But yeah, might do that. Music stream? No, although this would be in alignment, it would be not a bad idea. I'd like to have more lead up to it, like more forewarning for people, so that they can actually know that it was happening and show up if they were interested. But yeah, so yeah, nothing stream-wise over the weekend, other than maybe some gaming sessions in the Discord for people that are available. Monday we'll be back with some Skyrim. Continue on. We're finally in the Soul Can. We can get our big boy hammer and do some more damage. Tuesday we are doing some City Skylines again. We're getting close to finishing that city. We just launched another rocket last stream, and we built some fantastically designed areas where a Ferris wheel looks into an office block, and we've added in a whole new airport. Wednesday we'll be doing some more Dead Space 3, where I will no doubt just fly into a frenzy again at the poor game design, and then I'll post that clip on TikTok, and then have some dude like rant at me about how I'm not allowed to criticize the game because I'm not a game developer and he is, and then continue to tell me that apparently that ladder wasn't game design, it was just the art team, and it was only art, and it's not game design, and I'm just an idiot and don't understand how things work. And then, you know, we'll have a good time. It'll be fun. Man, that guy's salty tears are giving me life. He's just literally like screeching into TikTok. And every time I ask him, alright, oh, what games have you worked on then? He just completely ignores it. Because I'm like, if you're apparently a game developer that's been in the industry for 10 years, surely you will have something to be like, oh yes, I worked on this game, it was good. But no, he's dodged the question every time. Anyway, Thursday we'll be doing some more Cyberpunk, back in the old Night City scenario. Continuing that along. And then Friday, more of this. The old Halo Infinite. Yeah. Thank you, Adam, for... That's the Infinite... Oh, because it's Aaron's one, right. Thank you for posting the week in streams via emojis. Or, what are they called? They're not emojis, are they? They're, brain is just not with it. Emotes. That's the word I'm looking for. Emotes. The week in streams in emotes. Beautiful. It's a work of art. Thank you for that. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We are going to raid. If there's anyone to raid. Frowny is online playing some Dark Souls. So let's give him some love. Usually plays some old school games, some retro. He's playing some Dark Souls at the moment. So make sure you stick around and go and say hello to him. And yeah, we will be back. Like I said, we'll be back next week for some more Halo Infinite campaign, co-op campaign. Or Monday for Skyrim. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.